I remember when I was a soldier. I remember when I was a soldier.
It was October 1968. Waje Makoshi was 18 years old, working in a textile factory in Kano. 6 weeks later, he was on firing line at a war front in Bise, Imo State. He had abandoned his factory job to join the Nigerian military and was all set with just a 5-week crash course in basic training.
We just dropped from the vehicle and there was firing here and there. Then one of our colleagues, when he jumped down, flying bullet came from nowhere and get him down. And they took him to the hospital. That thing makes some of us to be afraid.
Makoshi says he and his fellow soldiers were full of enthusiasm as they marched to the front. But very soon, they were confronting the stark reality of war.
It shook me that time, but later I became familiar with what I'm seeing.
He says the most heartbreaking was losing his close friends.
The senior person among my family, same father, same different mothers, he died during the war. But we were not in the same unit with him. He was in a different unit, and he joined the army before me. He joined the army in 1967, while I joined in 68. So he happened to die, and that was something we worried about. Up till now, we are worried about his death, and nothing is sent. They don't even send a letter to our father. My father was alive then. No letter, nothing. They did not tell us anything up till now.
There were more than 100,000 military casualties on both the Nigerian side and the rebel side. Between 500,000 and 2 million civilians died, most from starvation. Makoshi says Nigeria should not be allowed to go through such an experience again.
All those youth who are agitating for this and that, I think there is something that is making them to call for something like that. So what the government should do is to sit with them and ask them what is their problem.
Armed Forces Remembrance Day is celebrated with much pomp and circumstance by the country's leadership, but Makoshi says he is not happy about the ceremony.
I'm not taking part in it because of the way the authority did to some of us. We were retired, compulsory retirement. And those of us who joined the army earlier than us, who attained the age of having pension, they were given pension. Those of us who have not reached the age of pension, we were only paid our gratuity, and that time they paid me 2,400 and something then, and I left.
Makoshi says it's been tough taking care of the family since he left the army in the late 1970s. He says the government has failed to properly take care of retired soldiers.
Since I don't have pension, I started looking here and there where I can see a little job.
Though Makoshi regrets that he was not treated well after the war, he says life goes on. He's working for an Abuja-based security company to take care of his family. Hiram Lokadi, GoTel News.